Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Gay Boning with Tomorrow's Provost Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Yo.
It's a yo morning.
It's whoa, man, look, it's a little patriotic.
A little patriotic today.
Patriotic morning this morning
Yeah.
because we knew Tara Burnett was coming, so we
we had to.
Look, she has a flag shirt on.
She's
man.
got a flag shirt on.
Good
so
night.
yeah,
She knew. She saw the picture that we had the red, white, and blue going on.
she had to join in.
I threw in a green though,
Yeah.
green.
Okay.
You look good in blue, Jason.
Yeah, I'll try.
You ever get that? Attaboy blue.
No.
You know what? I'm
usually.
I'm proud that you're over helping at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home now. You know why?
Why?
Because you're always cleaned up.
Okay.
You're always clean cut, nice shaved beard.
No, you didn't see me yesterday morning, then.
I mean, there before, you're kind of letting it go, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
You had that goatee that was down to your knees.
Yeah, okay.
You had that thing braided at
No,
one
I
point.
did not have it braided.
And I mean, it was cool, man.
Yeah, okay.
You had those beads in it. Those you go to the.
What do you think I was, David Allen Coe, or what?
Well, I saw you at Hobby Lobby, and I said, "What's a man like you doing over there at Hobby Lobby by yourself, man?"
Getting beads.
I mean, and there you were in the bead section.
Yeah, man. Why you want to tell everybody my business?
I know he was there in the bead. He was trying them on, hiding in the corner. He's like, "Oh, check this out."
He's up here wanting to tell everybody my business.
He was on FaceTime with Denise. Like, "What do you think, sweetheart?" She's like, "Oh, I like that, Jason."
Mm-hmm.
So, just kidding. He was not. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Everything going all right?
Yeah, we're doing great.
Well, welcome in, everybody. We're set to have a great show this morning as we continue on this morning. Welcome in, episode 574 times that we've been able to have the privilege to come on and say good morning to you.
That's amazing. If you really stop and think about it.
It don't seem like it.
It doesn't seem like it, but it's pretty cool.
We ain't talking much about nothing. Unless Tara's here, then we have good things to talk about.
Yeah, I know.
No, we always have good things to talk about. Well, we need to have guests, though, every morning, because if we don't have a guest somewhere, I just ramble on.
Yeah, I know.
And people are like, this ain't even, what am I even listening for? And that's
to
okay.
see what Rob's going to ramble on about next.
This is how I burn calories. See, I don't exercise.
Yeah, we know that. We know you love McDonald's.
Well, I hadn't had McDonald's in about 5 days, buddy.
Oh, my God. You're going through withdrawals.
I am, man. I started sneezing out French fry grease last night. You know,
Oh, Lord.
my body said I need more fries.
Need more fries?
Need more fries. God, McDonald's is so good, buddy. Why did you have to say that today? Because now I'm going to go there.
Just to irritate you.
I'm probably going to go to McDonald's now today.
No, you can't, because then I get to razz you at lunchtime today at our meeting.
You know, McDonald's is good. You know who has another good burger?
Who's that?
Burger King. They got that flame broiled patty. It is so good, man. And those ladies that work over there, and there's a few guys, they are so nice. How you doing, Mr. Hip? They know me. Mr. Hip, how you doing today? I said, man, I'm doing great. Y'all got that flame broiled grill going? And they got that bad boy going, man. It's got that little gas aftertaste to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know?
You good? Go ahead.
Little moldy bun here. No, I'm just kidding.
Moldy bun. You're wrong, brother.
They're not bad. You know whose hamburger has decreased in quality?
Who's that?
Whataburger.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. It just ain't the same.
It doesn't seem the same.
It's just not. And that thing is flat as a piece of paper now. You know, back in the day, that thing was poofy. It was a poofy burger.
Yeah.
It was good. The flour was, it was probably high quality flour. You don't think about flour, do you? It's just flour, right?
Well, it makes a difference in your bread.
You got that high quality flour, you know, and then the meat was thicker. And now, man, I just don't know what it is.
I don't either.
You eat burgers ever? You a burger guy?
Yeah, I'll eat some.
What's your favorite burger?
The ones I cook at home.
Well, besides that, if you have to go somewhere.
I don't know. Out of those choices, probably Whataburger, because I'm not big on McDonald's.
I'm definitely not a Burger King guy.
Nah, not a Burger King guy.
You know what's a good burger here in town that Billy kept telling me about, and I finally went? Shorts Top Burgers.
Yeah, I heard that's a good place.
Not bad. I went over there, and, it's in a convenience store, but they got that whole area they cook in, and you go in and you just check off what you want.
Yeah.
Want some pickle? Check. Tomato? You have to say tomato, too. Tomato? Check. Lettuce? Check.
Yeah.
Jalapeno? Jalapeno? Check. Jalapeno, by the way, it ends in an A, by the way. It's jalapeno. Jalapeno. That's where the last name Pena came from. You know anybody? I knew a David Pena.
It came from jalapeno.
I said, David, where'd that come from, man? He goes, well, my family invented jalapenos, but we called it jalapeno, and that's where Pena came from, by the way. It's a true story. So that's where jalapeno came from.
Let's get deep already, folks.
Man, I haven't talked to David Pena in years. It's weird. You sit here and yak on, talk, and
yeah, you start talking about it, and you go, I hadn't talked to that person in years.
I hadn't thought of David. That guy was so nice to me in high school. I'll never forget David Pena. Man, that guy was so friendly to me. And I never knew what happened to him. I had some really good close friends in junior high and high school that I was kind of the runt of the litter. Does that make sense? But not in the family, but just in the school sense.
Okay.
And
Why were you the runt?
I don't know, man. I weighed 100 pounds in high school and had hair out to here.
You got an afro?
Yeah, and a cousin of mine thought that I was on something. I said, no, I just don't. I don't grow. And then finally I took a growth spurt and got, Notre Dame hit me in the back, the hunchback. If I bend over, see, now I'm giving away secrets. I bend over, there's like this. That's why I like McDonald's, because my back's like an arch.
Yeah, okay.
It's like it's golden arch, man.
That's why that's why your back is that way. Too much golden arching.
Well, no. Here's what happened in junior high. I was really blessed. I bugged the fire out of this guy that owned a internet company in Georgetown, Internet Gateway of Georgetown. Never forget, ig-tx.com. That was our website address. And this was back, man, in the late 90s. Dial-up internet. You remember that? Which, by the way, AOL's shutting down next month.
Really?
After 34 years, AOL is gone.
That's amazing.
But I bugged this guy, Keith Stoll. I'll never forget Keith. And I still do get to talk to him once in a while. He's my first kind of, I guess, real boss. I did some work for another guy that had a little shop. I was soldering circuit boards for pet feeders that he had when I was young, too. But that was more of like a contractor position. This was an actual legit job, but he couldn't pay me legitimately because I was like 14 or 15. And he goes, well, I'll get in trouble if I put you on the payroll, so I'll just slip you some cash here and there. And he did, and he took care of me. He was a really nice guy. But I bugged the fire of that guy, and he finally gave me a job, and he ended up putting me in charge of answering the phones after hours.
Really?
And so I'd get off the bus there. My mom was a nurse, and she worked until about 10 o'clock at night. And so I'd get off the school bus at 4 o'clock. The bus would drop me off there at the internet place, And then I thought I was top dog, man, because I had a key. I was 14, 15 years old. I had a key. Man, he hooked me up with a pager, a text pager, Motorola text pager.
You had an Alpha pager?
Brother, I was in hog heaven, man. Didn't even know what hog heaven was back then.
Didn't even know what it was.
Had a flip phone, man. That thing had green illuminated rubber keys. Remember that? And the green screen. It wasn't Nokia. This was a little bit up there, man.
Oh, it was above the Nokia?
It was above
You thought you were somebody if you had a Nokia.
But that text, you couldn't text back. That was the only thing. It was a dispatch pager.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, man, I would go there, and I was the only one there, and I would answer the phones after hours. The problem was, that's when I took my growth spurt. And I would sit in that chair, like I'd have my legs like this in that chair.
Okay.
And I'd have them crossed, and then I would sit like this. So you can already tell what's happening, right? Mm-hmm. And I would sit like that for hours. Mm-hmm. Well, what happened?
That's that old spine curvature.
Boy, my back grew into that chair is what happened. That chair was like that, so my back grew like, and I just sat there, man. And David Pena was the one that noticed my back when I was in 9th grade. I was bending over. He goes, "Dude, what's wrong with your back?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame." He goes, "The only thing you're missing is the face." And he goes, "Well, you kind of got the face too, man."
Oh, yeah, boy, slamming him.
Yeah.
Throwing you under the bus.
Oh, man. And anyways, that was, it's cool because you look back and that seemed like it was yesterday, but that was so long ago, man. Yeah. It was so long ago. But I was so thankful to Keith. He gave me, and I kept that job for several years, learned a lot. And, I was back in the days of Windows 3.1.
I remember Windows 3.1.
Windows 3.1.
When I was in high school, we had to take a class. It was some kind of computer class to graduate. And basically we had to learn how to use Windows 3.1 because that was the cutting edge.
That was it, man.
This was in 1994 and 1995.
And see, the thing is,
I mean, there wasn't even icons. There was just like dots.
Yeah.
There was like 3 dots for this and 4 dots for that and 6 dots for the. It was pretty primitive.
They came out with Windows 3. This is being a computer nerd. Nobody cares about this stuff except me. 3.11 for work groups. That was the network edition. Mm-hmm. That was when the Ethernet started working. That was big time. If you had,
it was.
And there was.
But I remember you used to have to load like this program up on the computer with a hard disk before you could put Windows on.
Yeah, you had to do all this work.
Yeah, it took you like 20 minutes to get Windows up there for you to click on it a couple times, and then class was over.
You remember them old IBM computers when they first came out, the home desktop computer? It had that big red switch on the side, and it took 3 or 4 fingers to flip that thing on. Yeah. And then when you did, you'd hear this.
Sounded like it was taking like a rocket ship taking off.
Then you hear this while it was counting the memory. You have 16 kilobytes of RAM. Those were good days, man. Yeah. Kids nowadays don't even know what they have.
Yeah, I mean, I remember us having a Tandy 1000 computer.
It was.
And it essentially was a word processor. It really didn't have any games. And we had a dot matrix printer. So if you printed something, it'd go across there. It sounded like Morse code.
Those were good days, man. Golly.
You had you had to carefully tear the perforated paper with
green. Did you have the green and yellow paper? I mean, the green and white paper. Remember that back in the day?
Yeah, I remember the green and white, but this was just regular white paper. But
you had to tear it on the side.
You had to tear it off the side, and you wanted to be real careful not to tear the paper, because if you did, then you had to print it again, so that you could put it in your little, your little presentation folder to take to the school.
I wish we could just go back to some of those days. That to me. See, I haven't been excited about technology in a long time, up until about 2 years ago. And you know why? Because the AI. AI has revolutionized. It's allowed creative people to be creative in ways that they've always wanted to be.
It's like people like me that aren't creative. It gives you some tools, because I don't draw well. But I can ask AI, I can come up with what I want, on an image. Mm-hmm. And I can ask AI to produce that image for me. And then if I don't like it, I can say, hey, can you change this? And it'll do that, and it helps.
I can't show this on the screen, but Jason, you can see this right here.
Yeah.
And what's really neat is, so I've been thinking a lot about I still broadcast for New Waverly.
Right.
I really want to do their football, and I'm doing their football. I really want to do their basketball and baseball. The reality is, I've hired a babysitter all football season. She's going to be there every Friday night that Bridget has to work. So we've got that covered. But financially, there's no way I could hire somebody to be there Tuesday and Friday when basketball season starts up.
Right.
Well, there was back in the day when we introduced video through the radio station to the school district.
You could get you one of them robot nannies.
Well, here's what I wanted to get at. Back in the day, we introduced the video to HISD through the radio station. That was all new and revolutionary at the time for them. And I brought that from the Austin area. We brought it here, and it worked out really well. Well, there was times when I was broadcasting Sam Houston on the road, and I was like, well, I want to call the Hornet basketball game, but I can't so I figured out a way, and people never knew this. I've said it maybe once or twice on the show, but
I know about it. You told me.
There was 4 or 5 games that I was actually sitting in a hotel in another state broadcasting those Hornet basketball games. But people would know no different because you could hear the crowd noise and all that. I had a young man, there was a freshman at the time at the high school, and he traveled with the team, and I had hooked up a camera for him, and I said, hey, all you got to do is turn this on, and every minute text me the time and the score. If you can just text me that, then I'll just estimate what the time is, and I'll keep up with everything else. And it worked.
Yeah.
And I had a feed that I ran in. Well, what I'm getting at is it was super technical. It was really hard to set it up, but we got it working. And I probably did 4 or 5 games that way. I started thinking if there was a way that was affordable that people could subscribe to a service like broadcasters to where they could broadcast remotely, just like what I used to do, but a simple way, then I think that would be a really good service. And I started thinking about New Waverly, that how am I going to be able to cover all of these basketball and baseball games? Because there's no way I'm going to be able to travel to all of them with my little ones and Bridget's work schedule. And so I said, hey, I could go back to what I used to do but make it easier. Guess what? AI has made that simple for me. And I've been working on there's a new program called Cursor. And Cursor, they call it vibe coding. That's a trendy young people where you vibe. Like when Tara came in, I could tell she was vibing this morning. She's just in a vibing mood. She was vibe-tastic, when she walked in.
The whole room brightened up, man.
Yes,
be honest.
Vibing. So vibe coding is a new term in AI, and what it is you tell it what to do, and it starts programming it.
Okay.
It sounds a lot more simpler. There's still some technical things to it. But long story short is, with AI, and I can't show this on the screen, but I started this studio app. And, Jason, you can see it here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
You can see this.
Yeah.
And so basically what this is it will send a signal to a room, and then, boom, you've got your remote video feed. And this is what I'm going to tweak, and I think that we can use this for remote broadcasting. And the idea is, if it works great for me, I may put this up for a subscription where other people can use it each month, because I think this could be a affordable game changer in the broadcast industry. The deal is, there's plenty of programs out there that do this, and somebody's probably thinking, well, why don't you just use Google Hangouts or any of that? You can use that kind of stuff to do some things. But I'm talking a full-blown studio that can run commercials, that can audio and video, that can do scoreboard overlays, the whole thing. And so I would have never been able to even dream that up if it wasn't for AI. So that's what I'm getting at. The AI technology is there.
Cool.
The only thing it hasn't done is made me smarter. I think it's made me a little more ignorant. I'm like,
I don't
just
know about
do
that.
that for me.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot, though, through it. It's cool. So, well, hey, we're going to take a quick break. Tara Burnett's here. We got a great show lined up for you.
We do.
It was already good because Jason was here.
No, I'm just the feeling.
But then it became great when Tara Burnett walked in.
That's it.
We had to pay. Boy, she messaged me last night, and she said, "Rob, how much will you pay me to come on?" And I said, "Well, I've got about $7.50." She said, "15, and you got a deal." So I ran to the bank, got $15 out of the ATM. I don't know how I did it because normally you can only get 20, but it knew that Tara Burnett was going to be here. That ATM AI knew.
It gave you 15.
AI knew, and it spit out a 10 and a 5. It said, "There you go, buddy." So
awesome.
it knew. We're going to take – I don't even know what I'm talking about this morning. We're going to take a brief break. Hey, do us a favor. Let us know that you're out there. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich, Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. By the way, if you haven't, go to our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. We just put up an article about some great work that Elliot did with CASA. He's always very involved with CASA, the court-appointed special advocates. 2 girls this year, 2 young ladies, received some beautiful jewelry from a jewelry design contest that he's done for the 2nd straight year. They usually only do one winner, Jason, but one little girl's story was so heart-touching.
Yeah, I read the article.
Yeah, it was just heartwarming. Her mother is battling cancer, and she really wanted to do something for her mother. And that one tugged at the strings, and they said, you know what, we're going to have 2 winners this year.
That's awesome.
And was able to present that jewelry last week. And so go there, check that out. We appreciate Elliot and all that he does in the community. And, of course, here on this Tactical Tuesday,
yeah,
Jason Thompson of Guardian Defense, all things personal safety. You can check them out online at guardiandefensellc.com. Before we take that break, how was the class? You had like 10 or 12 people. 12 signed up this
people.
weekend.
Everybody came. We had a great class.
And this was what class?
This was Saturday, Texas License to Carry.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get that across. If you're looking for LTC, NRA, pistol, all those classes, this is the guy to call here in Huntsville. Jason.
Yeah, it was all mainly, you know, one large family and then another couple. But, boy, we had a grand time. We cut up. We really had fun.
That's awesome. Again, guardiandefensellc.com is the website. We'll take that break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come as we continue on. Tara Burnett joins us here on Good Morning Huntsville, as always brought to you by Guardian Defense. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us, friends.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We're not a daycare. We're a child care center focused on growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Yeah, we'll just do things a little reverse today. You know, we'll play a little music at the wrong time.
This morning.
What's up, man?
I see you're the one pushing buttons this morning, Mr. Gold Star.
Hey, you know what, buddy? Thank you, Jason, for that, by the way. You know what, Jason?
I had to borrow it.
You don't ever push my buttons, though. You know,
No.
You're a friend, man, so you don't ever push my buttons.
No, you just push the buttons to make it so I can talk.
How about 76 right now? 100% humidity. Thunderstorms coming through the area this morning, which is nice. Rain in the forecast, by the way, all through the next, well, till Sunday night. So we've got rain and a pretty good,
a little dry.
Pretty good chance of rain too. Today, 40%. It'll taper off tonight, but then tomorrow back up to 60%, 70% on Thursday. Thursday. Are your tomato trees? Are they already done?
Actually, you know, I thought they were, but I got fresh blooms on my plants.
Mine bloomed and then they were bloomed out, didn't do nothing. So
no, some of mine are blooming again, man.
Well, here she is. Big. This took a big. I had to take out big money this morning. I'm telling you,
brother.
It cost me, and my arm. I had to go get it sewed back on because I gave it away first.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Tara. Good to see you, Tara.
Good to see you, Rob.
Yeah, Tara's been such a great friend of this program since we started, and we just love you and Roger and all that you do. And you know, when I think about the good in Huntsville, I think of the heart of Huntsville. Tara Burnett. We coined that a couple of years ago, and Tara's very humble, but that is your moniker here on this show because you give back so much to the veterans and really to the community at large. But let us know what you've been up to. Tara's with the Hearts Veterans Museum. I've been running that operation for quite some time now. Let us know how things are going.
So things are going good. We, of course, are always busy, but we're gearing up. We have a huge estate sale this weekend. It's going to start on Friday at 10 o'clock. It'll run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 10 to 4. Unfortunately, we lost one of our Korean War veterans, and before he passed, he had done his will, and he left his entire estate to the museum. He had been involved with the museum for almost since the beginning of it, and the middle room there that we expanded has a lot of his displays that he donated while he was still with us, and he was very active with the VFW, and when he passed, he donated that estate. So we had specific instructions to sell everything and use the proceeds to help the museum, and so that's what we're going to do.
Well, this is great. This is going to be, unfortunately losing that man, but it's great that he said, I want to bless the Hearts Veterans Museum. I want to bless this organization, and this goes to help. And here he is carrying on a legacy of helping other veterans.
Right.
Correct.
That's what you guys do. This is going to take place coming up again this weekend, the 22nd through the 24th. And where is this going to be happening at?
It's going to be at the storm shelter. So regardless of the weather, it's indoor sale. So, and there is something for everybody, but tons of military collectibles. So artwork, coins, memorabilia, collectibles. I mean, everything, model trains, planes, cars,
You
anything
shouldn't
and
have
everything.
told me that.
Well, you need to come. You need to come.
Now I got to go spend money.
And this
or
is
something.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yes, from 10 to 4,
10
all
to
3
4.
days.
Do not show up Friday at 6:30 in the morning, please. Don't do that.
Oh, no.
Because you know there are those garage sales.
I know there's those garage sales, but our doors lock. So
I'm gonna be knocking on the door with
yeah.
some like breakfast tacos, man.
Yeah, I'm going to try to not be there at 6:30 in the
Oh,
morning.
come on.
Jason's going to be singing that song, but with modified lyrics. Knock, knock, knocking on the storm shelter's door. trying to
get in early.
Yeah,
trying to get first dibs.
Trying to get in. Well, I think it's so great, the work that you guys do, Tara, and this just exemplifies that. You think about a man who has faithfully served our country and was called home to be with the Lord, and he believed in y'all's mission so much that he wanted that impact to go, and all the proceeds are going to go to benefit veterans throughout this area. Have y'all had anything like this before, an estate sale? How did this idea kind of come about? Was it his idea, y'all's idea?
So it was really his idea. We used to have that community-wide garage sale for years and years. And when Tom Fordyce was the director before me, he kind of put an end to that because as our volunteers were getting older and older and we were going and picking up hide-to-bed couches and washers and dryers and, it was getting harder and harder to do. And
hide-to-bed is no joke to try to pick up and move.
No. And it's me and, a couple of 75-year-old, 80-year-old guys. And, they're out there giving it their all. And I'm giving it my all, but we weren't getting it done anymore. It just became too much. And so when Jonathan, I took care of Jonathan. We became friends when I first started at the museum. And he had a son that was living with him, and then the son moved off to Michigan and kind of I adopted Jonathan, and Roger and I and our family stepped in and started taking care of him. And then his VFW family, I could always depend on them to help. But, we were it for Jonathan. And, he is the one, I don't know if you remember the story, but we promised him that we would take him home when he passed away. And so when he passed, home was Oklahoma. So we loaded up. It was 22 degrees when we left Huntsville. By the time we got to Oklahoma, it was 12. We drove through snow, sleet, rain, got him there. It was 2 degrees the morning that we buried him Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. And their VFW, American Legion Honor Guard, was there, did full military honors. I mean, we promised him we would take him home. And so we had a convoy going up there, and we took him.
Wow.
Took him home.
Yeah. Well, I just, Tara, the stories that come out of the museum, I want people to pause and take a moment and think about all the goodness that's coming out of that place. There are so many stories and so many good things that you guys are doing for veterans in the midst of so much adversity. You and I had a mutual friend who lost his life, and I know that he talked to you about things, and that's just one of hundreds of stories probably that you've encountered. How important has this museum been for veterans? And I know that's kind of a question that we know it's important, but I want to hear your perspective because it has made such an impact. It is a much-needed resource. It's not just a museum, and that's what I'm getting at. How important has it been over these years for these veterans?
Well, when Miss Charlotte started it, she always envisioned the museum being a home away from home for veterans because she quickly realized that, veterans won't always come and talk to civilians. They won't always go and talk to a counselor or a doctor, but they will talk to each other. So she always wanted them to have a safe space to be able to come, have a cup of coffee, relax in a cool environment, and share their stories and heal through sharing. And so she created that safe space. And through the years, we've just added more and more resources, because as the veterans become comfortable with coming there, they start opening up about, I'm having problems, getting my disability claims. I'm having problems, I've got to go have surgery. I need a wheelchair ramp. We can't cook our food anymore. We can't go grocery shopping anymore. We can't do all these things. And I really need to speak to a counselor. And so being able to bring in the DAV, the VFW, Tri-County Counseling, the Vet Center out of Harris County, the American Legion, the Elks Lodge, everybody partners with us to be able to provide all the resources. And we're very adamant about going to what they call veteran task force meetings. So a lot of veteran nonprofits and the VA and other agencies get together quarterly, and we all bounce our resources off of each other. So that way when a veteran comes in need, we might not be able to help them, but I know exactly who to send them to get them help. And we actually, the majority of the time, sit there with them and go online and figure out what we need to do for them to apply. Because what we found is, if we just give them the resources and send them down the road, most of the time they don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
They get away from us, and they're like, either I don't deserve this, or there's another veteran that needs it more than me, or I can't figure out how to work the app or the computer, and so they just don't do it. So most of the time we sit down and actually apply for the resources with them.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, Huntsville is so connected to our veteran community. We've had Mr. Bob on here several times, a VSO, and I know he's doing great work. You guys are doing it. There's just this community collaborative effort,
right?
That sometimes you get into an area and the organizations compete.
Right.
What I love in Huntsville is the organizations don't compete; they collaborate.
Right.
And that's so important. If we want to help, we need to come together and find ways, because I believe when one organization can succeed, the other ones have an opportunity to succeed as well. But it only does that when we collaborate and work together. And Huntsville is all about veterans. And that's something that when I came here, I felt like it was the fabric and the culture of this community. Jason, you've been here forever. I mean, you've seen that too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
been here a minute.
It's really important. And I know Jason's had the privilege of, serving a lot of families, working through the funeral home as well, and being there with them. And Tara, it's phenomenal. We want folks to come to this estate sale. This is a cool opportunity, because you said there's going to be a lot of things there.
Yes.
And this gentleman wanted that. That was his heart. He had a heart for Hearts Veterans Museum to say, you know what, I want to leave a legacy to help other veterans. And it's going to be great. How did y'all get all the stuff over there, or when do y'all get all the stuff over there?
She's been working on it.
Or do you need help getting more stuff over there?
First we had to clean the house out. So it's been in 2 storage buildings, 2.5 storage buildings and an office. So we've been staging it in enclosed trailers for the past couple of days. And on Thursday at 1 o'clock, that's the first availability for us to get into the storm shelter. So that's when we will actually move in and start setting everything up. So just say a little prayer that Thursday goes smooth, so that Friday morning at 10 we can open it up. But it's a lot of things. There are regular household type items as well. So I mean, it was everything: furniture, antiques, all kinds of stuff. So it's a lot, but we'll get it done. We've been asking if you can do some heavy lifting and you want to be there Thursday at 1 o'clock, we will not turn volunteers away.
Well, that was the next. I just saw a message pop up a little bit ago on the scrolling saying, how can we help? And there's your answer.
Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Thursday at 1 p.m.
Bring your furniture dollies, your gloves.
Your strong back.
Let's see, Thursday, 1 o'clock. And you know what, Tara, I'm putting that in the calendar right now. And I'm going to challenge somebody else to come join me and come help out. I'm going to come and help you guys Thursday at 1 o'clock at the storm shelter. Be there and bring your gloves, right?
That's right. Yeah, we always
maybe some of those college fraternities that are coming back into town, you ought to hook up with one of them.
Yeah, well, it's good. So yesterday we had a really good visit with the Veteran Resource Center from Sam Houston, and we're excited. So the Veteran Resource Center used to do everything. They used to one administration did the benefits, getting them out in the community, doing all these things. But now they've split the responsibilities at the Veteran Resource Center so they can really focus on community involvement and engaging the veteran population. I want to say he said there's close to 500 veterans coming in. At any given time, there's about 1,600 what we call military-involved students going to SAM. So it's really exciting to be able to bring them in, to let them know, if they come in with their student ID, they get into the museum free.
Cool.
So when their parents come or their grandparents come, it's a cool place to bring them. It's a good place for them to get their community service hours.
Right.
So we really like to stay engaged with the college. And, of course, the ROTC cadets, once school starts back up, they're heavily involved with the museum, doing our color guard. They do the obstacle course at our muster festival, which is coming up in September. We also have the Heroes and High Rollers coming up in September. So everybody
Sounds
needs
like
to
you're
go on
gonna
our
be busy.
website. I'm bored. I'm bored. I have
Yeah,
nothing
okay,
to do.
yeah, sure.
I have nothing to do, but
Sure.
they really need to check out our website. Heroes and High Rollers is a really unique event with the casino night, the ribeye steak dinner, and live music. That'll take place at Diamond G in New Waverly on the 13th of September. Then we roll right into the muster on the 20th of September. That's the 5K, the motorcycle sortie, and then the all-day family fun event. And then we'll gear up for trunk or treat, and then Marine Corps birthday, Veterans Day, Pearl Harbor Day. The end of my year is
Just keeps
crazy.
going.
Just keeps going. Yes.
And I won't give away any secrets, but you and I met a few months
Yes.
ago, and there's something else that we may announce in November. So
Correct.
For next year, not for
next
this year.
year,
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
we decided. Tara and I were talking about some things, and we said, well, it's going to be too quick to do this, so let's maybe try to say something on November of 2025 and get ready for 26.
That's right. Give us
So-
a little leeway. you know.
Yeah, we need it for sure. Well, Terry, you're doing such great work, and again, we just think the world of you and Roger, your husband. I know he's been such a big part too, and
Yes.
Roger does a lot behind the scenes, and I wanted to give him special credit. I know he doesn't seek the credit, but I don't think he gets enough of it. From you, he does, but he does so much work behind the scenes, and Tara, you're very humble as well. It's those heroes behind the scenes that are doing a lot of great things, such as your husband and such as many veterans who
Yes.
not only are y'all helping, but many of those that you help are also volunteering and a part of what y'all do.
Yes, that's the thing, is I appreciate all those kind words, but it's a team. It's a team effort. It's just like Roger and I both joined the American Legion. I'm in the auxiliary and he's a son, and they decided they were going to enclose that patio and make that the smoking area, and then the canteen will actually go non-smoking once that's complete. So Roger is actually overseeing that project, and so I think Johnny Holland came on and visited with you about that the other day, because there's opportunities for people in the community if they would like to make donations to the American Legion, specifically for that expansion. There's opportunities there. The steel framing is up. We're waiting on the windows to go in, and then we'll start metal sheeting the walls and all of that good stuff. But just takes time and it takes money, but these organizations, the American Legion is one of the last places you can go and actually smoke a cigarette. And you kind of have said the same thing that I have. If you've served our country and you want to smoke a cigarette, smoke a cigarette.
Go do whatever, yeah.
The reality is a lot of the guys are having health issues now, where they cannot be in a confined area with all that smoke. So that's kind of the reasoning behind of this. So it's an important thing that we get this done for the American Legion. But Roger is always there to help me. He oversaw the Vietnam Wall installation. I couldn't do what I do without my team.
Yeah.
Even Gus has grown up, in the museum and doing tours, and bless his heart, he was out there last night loading car with me with all the artwork and models and all this stuff, sweating to death. So it's important to have your family behind you. You got to have the heart for it.
Yeah, for sure. Did you ever imagine, Tara, how many years now, executive director now at Hearts? How many years has it been?
Executive director, I think, has been 5.5
Going on
years.
5.
Five and a half
But you've
years.
been involved a lot longer than that.
Yes, I mean, I honestly, I started taking my kids back when it was in the mall, because I worked for the prison system, so there was a Dollar Tree in the mall, and then there was the museum, and the museum was free, or they had a little donation box. So I was like the best mom in the world because we could go to the Dollar Tree, you could get any toy you wanted.
Putty.
Any toy you wanted,
Yeah,
and then you
silly
could go
putty.
down to the museum and talk to the cool guys and look at all the neat stuff. So, the boys and I did that all the time when they were little. And then it's just grown, and when my son joined the Army, that's when I started volunteering at the museum, for their big events and things like that, because while he was serving our country, I wanted to serve our community, and that was
I like that.
that was the way that I chose to do it. And then, it just kind of evolved into what it is, and now it's home.
I was talking to Bridget the other night, and I said, what's the cutoff for the military? And if some of it, is in your 30s or whatever. Marines, you got to be, or one of them's you got to be pretty young. I think it's Coast Guard. But there's one for you 40-year-olds out there. If you still got a little juice in you, and you said, I want to serve, I think Space Force will take it to 42 now. 42. You can join the Space Force, but I looked it up, and they don't have many openings. But you can at 42, Jason. So if you if you get an idea, I know
I'm past.
No, you're 42, Jason. You're right there, buddy.
No, sir. Past 42, brother.
I was trying to butter you up, man.
You joke about it, but with all your computer skills, IT skills, that's primarily what Space Force is: cybersecurity and satellites and.
Hey, and you're less than 42, so you just gonna jump on big.
Yeah, let me get Bridget on board with that. It'd be wonderful. Let's move again, sweetheart. No.
Yeah, just move right on down the road
Lord
to NASA.
The Lord has called us here at first, and this is where we're at, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So, but I did want to mention that because someone else was talking the other day. They were in their 30s, and I said, I really have this burning desire to serve our country. I said, there's still opportunities for you. There really is. Reserves takes too. So if you want to be involved, and listen, if you can't be involved due to age or health or any of those restrictions, you can still, like Tara said, while some have served the country, which is admirable, that is huge, you got an opportunity to serve the community. And you can still serve your country by serving the community as well.
That's right.
That's right.
And so that's really good. Well, Tara, thank you for being here. Again, y'all come out, get on to the estate sale. Get on out there at the storm shelter Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Hey, and the challenge is who's going to come Thursday at 1 with Rob?
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Who's going to be there?
I'm going to be there, so y'all come join someone, just one. If one can come, then if they say if you build it, they will come. So we're going to come, and the rest of y'all follow. So And again, I just have to say it again. Jason's going to be there Friday morning, knocking on that door.
I'm telling you,
6:30.
Breakfast tacos.
Yeah, bring the breakfast tacos.
I'm telling you.
Bring the breakfast tacos. Tara, any final comments? Again, thank you for. I love the red, white, and blue. We put the special lights on for you.
So we got these. Roger and I went to the state conference.
Those are the Legion shirts.
Yes, we went to the state conference in Austin, and we met this guy, and it's called Yank Apparel, and he actually custom designs these polos.
Wow.
We did the Army down the side for our son, but we're going to become wholesalers for them. So we're going to start carrying this line in the museum. So we're just waiting on it. We'll have auxiliary, VFW, and Hart's Museum shirts because he custom screen prints them. He does them with the Texas flags down the side, American and Texan.
That's cool.
All kinds of custom stuff. So, and we just filled the gift shop. So if you have any needs for Texas souvenirs, patriotic souvenirs, or anything military related, the gift shop is full.
That's awesome. Yep. Well, Tara, thank you. Y'all come out again this weekend. Let's support Hart's Veterans Museum. Tara, you're a friend of this program, so anytime you want to come on, just let me know. And Tara did the right thing because she messaged me and said, hey, I want to come talk about this. And she said, and she had the link, but she said there's no availability. And I said, there is. Sometimes my calendar, if I put an appointment in there on mine for something else, like a note, it will say that we're not available. So thank you for double checking.
Yes, well,
because we would have missed out on this. So
I appreciate you letting me come.
You bet. Well, hey, we're going to take a break as we continue celebrating and promoting the good here in Huntsville. Again, appreciate Tara Burnett and Hart's Veterans Museum. Couldn't have had them on the show this morning if it wasn't for the support of our friends like Jason Thompson. Old Blue over here sitting next to me from Guardian Defense. That a boy, Blue.
Yeah.
You can find
Last week it was Red, so make up your mind.
And don't worry, we ain't going back to that lady name. Don't worry, that name is long gone, man.
Here's the problem, man. That name pops up like everywhere now.
Does it really?
Man, whether I go out in town, I'll see somebody with that on a name tag. I'm in college right now. I've got one of the students that's in every one of my classes that's on my discussion forums that I have to do every week. That's their name. Yeah, and every time I see it, I just want to, punch Rob in the arm or something.
Yeah, there's my friend right there. She's got it too. So
yeah.
One day, Tara, I won't say it because I told Jason I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I nicknamed Jason that name. It's not a bad. It's not a bad name. Not a bad name. I said you kind of look like a.
Yeah.
Whatever today, that girl's name.
No, he just pulled it out of his rear end. That's what it was.
Well, no, I was thinking of my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of my friend Perla Canales. So,
Yeah.
And there it was, Jason. So
yeah.
All right.
And it's getting deep in here, guys, and we need some chest waders.
Yeah, and Tractor Supply's out of those rubber boots, by the way. I tried to get some the other day. They didn't have any. So, all right, we're going to take
almost duck season, man. We'll have some waders soon.
You got it. We'll take a break. We'll be back here in just a few moments. Stay with us. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We're not a daycare. We're a child care center focused on growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, education you can trust.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Downhill?
Hey, I want to highlight something, Jason, that you and I are members of.
Yeah.
That I really want to highlight more, because we talk about all these great organizations in our community, and there's one of them that's been around for a long time, and they're starting to see a little revitalization.
We had some issues over there in the past, and I'm a new member, and
Isn't it cool to say like you're a part of it now?
I am a part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
But, the Elks Lodge, it's kind of back off the beaten path. And this Saturday, we're going to do ribeye steak night.
Yeah, and that happens when? The first? It happens every...
Well, we're trying to turn it into a monthly thing. We're working on getting approval and enough volunteers. But we are going to do it this Saturday night. Going to start about 6 o'clock. I think it's $20 or $25 a person. I'm not real sure. I hadn't got all the details, but... I know I kind of got voluntold into helping cook. No, I just told the young lady that tries to do it that she needed help, that I'd come help. So
yeah, well, that's good, man. We want you to be a part of this. Come and be a part, and let's support our local lodge.
Come check out the Elks Lodge. Guys, we're looking for members. We need, if you're just looking for a cool place to hang out, and you want to help out in the community, the Elks Lodge essentially, guys, is a charitable organization.
It is.
We raise money to support our community.
It's a great organization. The one here in Huntsville has been here, and there's a lot of programs that the Elks Lodge does. They do scholarships. They have a hoop shoot program, National Memorial Veteran Services. One of the big things that the Elks do is drug awareness. Mm-hmm. That drug awareness program has been going on for a very, very long time. And just making such a positive impact in our youth, not only through the scholarships, but through the drug awareness programs. We want you to be involved. The Elks Lodge here in Huntsville has been around for a long time. It is on a resurgence, and it's easy to get involved. Billy told me, he goes, well, or he's like, do you believe in God? I said, yeah. He goes, are you an American? I said, yeah. Then come on. And there's a process.
He handed me the application.
Yeah, he already had mine pre-filled out. And when Billy says something, you say no. You say yes. You don't say no.
You just say yes, sir. Come on.
And so we want you to join. But, again, wanted to really highlight this. Again, Saturday, this is off of Elks Drive out there.
Yeah, it's Elks Drive, man. Montgomery Road, Elks Drive. We're on the right. Did a little supposedly we have some driveway work that was done this week. I'm going to try to get up there and cut the grass. Anyway, come on out, guys. Support a great cause. Come early, get a hold of the Elks. The lodge is usually open Thursday, Friday, and in the evening if you want to like pre-order or reserve. So we make sure we have plenty of food for everyone.
Yeah. So come out, be a part. Again, Saturday it is the steak dinner.
Steak dinner.
And what's that going to include? A steak, and it's
steak, baked potato, salad, dessert, and maybe another vegetable.
Awesome. Yes. Come on out, be a part of it. It is the Elks Lodge. You can search for more information.
And it will be a ribeye steak for those that are wondering. It will be a ribeye. It's not going to be like a sirloin. It will be a ribeye.
There you go. Jason Thompson behind the grill. He's going to be wearing an apron.
I am, man. I'm going to wear an apron.
He's going to be cooking, doing a great job, buddy. Potato salad maybe or not?
No, baked potatoes.
Baked potato, okay.
Baked potatoes.
Maybe next time potato salad, beans.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Cheesecake.
We'll see what happens.
Cheesecake next time.
It sounds like you need to volunteer yourself to come up there and cook.
Hey, yeah. I was talking to somebody.
Or at least volunteer to come eat.
Well, my brother-in-law and I visited a couple weekends ago when he came into town, and someone had said, "Hey, we don't." I come up every once in a while during the day. I'll drop in just to say hello, and I'll usually have a Dr. Pepper up there and just talk to some folks, just to say hi. But I said, well, the reason I'm not up here is, and it's not a bad thing, is I said thing 1 and thing 2, and I showed a picture on my phone. After 5 o'clock, we're shut down. That's just how it is right now. I'm on dad duty, so.
You got dad duty?
Yeah, Bridget's probably not going to get off work till 7 or 8 tonight, so it's
Well, see what you should do. This is what you should do. Does she work Saturday?
We'll be at a wedding this Saturday. We're leaving Friday.
Just trying, man.
Yeah, no, Friday. We're going to Schulenburg, Texas.
I'm just going to voluntold you for the next one that you're going to help.
Yeah, check with my wife.
No, it's going to be a voluntelling. It's not going to be a voluncheck.
Well, you better check in with my wife. All right. Well, hey, fun morning here. Thank y'all for hanging out with us on another edition.
They can come play with pork chop. We'll make pork chop come up there.
Yeah, bring them up, man. We got a long, fun day set up today. We're getting ready for a new Waverly football broadcast. Tyler Fordyce is going to be calling Alpha Omega, and there are still some sponsorship opportunities left for those broadcasts, so make sure that you continue to follow us on Hello Huntsville. One final thing. I don't like asking of people for money. I'm just saying that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing sometimes when you have organizations that you're trying to support or trying to raise awareness about, because I know there are folks who want to give, who want to be involved. One project that I'm extremely passionate about that I would love for folks to support, because I believe it is going to be such an incredible asset to this community. And let me just read a little bit of this real quick, because I think if I read this, it'll make a lot more sense, because there's been a little bit of confusion about what we're doing as far as our Spirit radio station that I'm working on here in Huntsville. This is a community-powered radio station built for Huntsville, Jason. I know you got to go here in a minute. You got a job that came in. But I just wanted to mention this real quick. Imagine a radio station here that reaches beyond the walls of a building, beyond the barriers of circumstances, and into the hearts of our community. That's what this radio station is going to be. It's more than a frequency on the dial, friends. This is truly a place of hope, encouragement, and inspiration for everyone here in Huntsville. Many of you already listen to Christian radio. KSBJ, how many of you listen to that? K-Love. Well, many of you, if you do, chances are it's a widely known station like those. But those stations, yes, they serve a purpose, but what we're doing is different. We are truly local. Every song, every message that we'll play is curated here for our community in Huntsville, keeping you in mind. We operate as a 501c3 nonprofit, and we really exist just to serve Huntsville itself. And so I want you to think about the impact. Maybe there's a father that's driving to work, starting his day with words of encouragement. I know as a dad, I need encouragement in the morning a lot of times.
Encouragement every day, man. What are you talking about?
Maybe there's a student feeling overwhelmed. We all know the Sam Houston students here, but they need something that they can find peace. And that peace could come through a simple song that reminds them that they're not alone. There's families facing hardships. but hearing a message that strengthens the family and their faith, most importantly, and even those behind bars in our prison system. I had some people come up and they thought that this was specifically for the prison system, and that's not true. But we can reach folks in the prison system.
Mm-hmm.
And so in a world that's filled with negativity, this is all about being positive. Just like our platform here with Hello Huntsville, we want to celebrate good and hope and what brings people and peace together, and that's what Spirit 94.3 is going to do. There's an urgency to this. We have the permit to build, but we have to build it within a specific time frame, or we'll lose that permit forever. And it's not going to be easy to ever get one again because the FCC probably won't open up that low-power FM window again. $25,000 will get us on the air. We've raised $400, so we got a long way to go. So every little bit helps. And those $400 are so appreciated because, again, every little bit helps. And so if you're able to give and support this ministry, this mission here in Huntsville that I know is going to be a game changer. It really is. People are going to be able to go in their cars within a 7-mile radius. It doesn't sound like long, but 7 miles covers all of Huntsville, reaches past Elkins Lake as the crow flies. We're going to be able to reach right here in the heart of Huntsville, and all you have to do is say, you know what, Rob, I want to support that. I want to be a part of it. The easiest way to do it, go to our website. It's this sounds kind of funny, givebutter.com/Spirit Radio.
Give butter.
Give butter. And I mean, if you bring real butter, well, I guess we'll sell it or something. But we would love for your support, even if it's $5. I'm telling you that this is going to go a really, really long way. And so it is givebutter.com/Spirit Radio. I'll put that up on the screen. That is how you can get involved. And we would love for your support. Again, it's a 501c3. We're completely transparent. This $25,000 doesn't go to pay me. It goes to pay for the equipment that we need just to get this thing on the air. And so we've got about $24,600 to go, Jason.
Yeah.
My challenge is this. If there's 5 businesses out there or even individuals that could give just $5,000, I know that's a lot for some people. For many people, that's a lot. But for some people, they said, you know, that's not much for us. We could do that. We could give $5,000. That's going to be a challenge. If we could find 5 people, 5 businesses, 5 people to just give $5,000, we're going to call those our legacy founders for the radio station. And you will receive recognition on air for that giving if you so choose to. You don't have to, but if you'd like the recognition, we'll give it to you in the form of underwriting. But we're looking for those 5 legacy foundation sponsors to help us really build that legacy with Spirit Radio. And that's something that your name will be attached to for as long as that station exists here in Huntsville. We're redoing a studio. We already have that going, so we do have that covered. We're building a really what I think here in Huntsville is going to be a world-class, state-of-the-art broadcast studio for the station. Something that when you walk in, you're going to look and your jaw's going to drop. You're going to say, wow, this is really cool. And we are working on that. And so, again, if you're able to support, we would love for your support. It doesn't go to me. It goes to the mission of what we're trying to do to buy equipment. Every penny earned through this $25,000 will go specifically to buy the tower, to buy the transmitter, to buy what the FCC requires, which is a EAS device. That's emergency activation system for Amber Alerts, those kind of things. We have to have that by law. So, again, if you could today, even if it's $5, I'm telling you it's going to go a long way. GiveButter.com/Spirit Radio. But if you are able to be one of those legacy sponsors, those legacy foundation sponsors at $5,000, I'm telling you, friends, it's going to make a huge impact. So thank you all for your support. It's completely tax deductible up until whatever the law does. I don't know the full tax law, but we are a 501c3. And if you go to Candid.com, we have full transparency. We're gold certified through Candid as a nonprofit. You can find out the full transparency right there to make sure that you know that you're giving to something that's going to be great.
Awesome.
Jason, any final comments, man? Thank you for hanging out. I know you got to go, man. You got to call, man.
Yeah, I got a little work to do today.
Awesome.
I'll be good.
All right. Well, we'll see you. Hey, this afternoon, is it happening at the school?
It's happening at the school.
Real quick, tell what's going to happen.
We got WCRC. We're going to meet today at noon at 2:40.
Well, hold on. What's WCRC? There may be somebody
Walker County Referral Cooperative.
Okay.
Or we refer each other's businesses. And then, right before school started, we had a little, nomination and did a little fundraising, and we were able to bless 4 teachers with $250, gift cards to help them, buy supplies for their classroom. 2:45 today, we're going to hand out some of those cards to one of our winners at Mance Park.
Awesome. Man, that's great.
She's going to come out. She's got her little conference schedule. Starts about 2:30. So some of the members of the group, hopefully I'll be back by then. We're going to go up there, do a little presentation. You know, Rob's going to hopefully be in some pictures, and we can get it posted online.
Yeah, we're going to do that, man. So thank y'all for blessing these teachers here. As
Yes.
they're back in school.
They're back in school.
Back in school. And just like Jason on Friday morning, knock, knock, knock.
No, I'm gonna be up there with. I'm gonna be up there waiting on Tara with some breakfast tacos, man.
Stone shelter door.
I'm sitting here debating on where I'm gonna get them from.
All right, friends. Thank you for hanging out. Many of you are with us this morning. Hey, we love you, Huntsville. As I end every show this way, reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We do need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. Till next time, good morning and God bless. We'll see you on the other side. Jason, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you, buddy.
See you.